Hey, my name is Brad Molosky. This is the school I work at. This is our fitness center. Everything in here we got rewarded because we have a PEP grant. So we try to have the students take an opportunity to really utilize much of our equipment in here. I'm going to go through some of our cardio equipment that we have. Most of it is always technology based. First thing I'm going to start with is Expresso bikes. I'm going to move my way down. On Expresso bikes we have the AMT machines, adaptive motion trainers. We have what we just purchased this past month ago is our row machines. And then on the very end we have our treadmills. With Expresso bikes, we purchased these about 2 years ago. As you can see, they have about a 20-inch monitor on that. The kids, once they get on it, they can adjust the seat. Once they get on it, they can program. I'm not sure if you can see the monitor, but they can program to sign in. Once they sign in, they can create an account. The account will keep track of their previous ride. So their numbers will always be there. It'll keep up from last year to this year to the next year. If they wanted to race a friend in another state, and they want to compare their results, all they got to do is go to express.com, and they can also utilize it from Facebook, so they can see what they had on that race if they beat each other. Also, a good feature on this is the heart rate monitors. Every machine on our cardio line has the heart rate monitor pads except for the row machines. The great thing about the heart rate monitors, if you're familiar with them, if they're not on the machines, is dealing with the straps and the watches. This saves a lot of time just by knowing what the kids' max heart rate is. If you take away the 220 from their age, and they have hold the sensors, you can immediately get where the heart rate's at, and if they have to increase or decrease from their max heart rate to the target heart rate zone. So right away, if I have, for example, Sally in my 8th period class is on the bike, the monitor's going to tell me how long she's been riding for, and if her hands are on the side, and she immediately puts them on the heart rate monitor, I can see in about 10 seconds, 5 seconds, exactly where her heart rate is and how hard she is working. Instead of giving the eyeball test that in the past we were just eyeball the student to see where their effort's at. If they just put it on the sensors, it's going to give me an exact number where the heart rate is at. With the programs, if we have a class in here and I'm doing a cardio unit, I will try to have the students partner up. When they partner up, sometimes they just want to get a range of where they're at. For the Expresso bikes, I will just have them try to complete 1 mile, okay? And I'll try to time it. After 2 minutes, they got to switch. So everybody's trying to stay moving. So this is one of our great features with the Expresso bikes. If it's raining out, or since we live in New York, it's bad weather for about 4 or 5 months of the year, they can keep training on the bikes because above you is our mountain bike unit. So on a rainy day, if we're not using the mountain bikes, they can come in here and keep training. And then when it gets nice out, they can take the bikes out and their training will kind of continue. Moving to the right, we have our adaptive motion trainer, our AMTs. These get turned on just by movement. So all the kids do, all they have to do is step down, and it'll turn on. They don't have to hit a switch or anything. These are pretty much like a walker or strider. Again, a heart rate monitor, all they have to do is put their hands on the sensor pads. They have different programs of different workouts to the right. So if they want to pick weight loss, performance, interval, or they want a variety training, all they have to do is hit that, and this will train them accordingly. I try to monitor the time they're on it, their heart rate, and the distance. So when we are working cardio or strength training, myself and the other phys ed teachers have them fill out log sheets. So that holds them accountable for what what they do throughout the class, throughout the week, throughout the semester, or marking career. With the log sheets, we try to grade them, and we try to, again, hold them accountable for what they did. All they have to do, the cardio makes it easy, all they have to do is read the monitor, record the results. Now, moving to our right, this is one of my favorite machines. Even though the monitor is kind of old school, it's kind of simple, this is a great assessment I use in my personal fitness class. In the manual, this has an assessment guide through a 4-minute row from ages 13 to 18. In 4 minutes, I try to assess my students through meters. If it's a 600 meter to 1,000 meters, I know through the age group that they were hitting their mark. Then I log it in, and a week later, I will tell a certain student, last week you hit 660 meters. I will look for an increase, okay? So with assessment through a 4-minute, they will have them ranked throughout their age group. They have different simple grade, games in here. This is a full body workout. If the student puts their legs in and feet in, and they start the rowing process, they are using their arms, their core, and their legs. This is one of my favorite machines. It is lightweight, it is durable, it's easy to move. All you gotta do is lift up, fold it in, and move it out of the way. It takes about 30 seconds to set up. Moving to the right, we have our treadmill. This is our most expensive machine. This treadmill has a great safety feature. For the student, the first thing they do is hook up our safety strap. All they gotta do is hook it to their shirt. If a student cramps up or loses their balance, once this pulls tight on it, it'll automatically stop the track. Again, same thing with the AMT machine, adaptive motion training. This has about 6 different programs on it. Students will pick up their speed or most likely do a quick start just to warm up. I like to have the students really progressively warm up and then start getting into their workout. They have 2 toggle switches on the bottom. They are touch sensitive. To increase the speed, all you gotta do is shift up once or twice and it'll slowly, progressively increase the speed. And then, if you want to invert it, give it a little incline. All they have to do is touch again, and it'll slowly invert it. And it'll tell them what degree they are at. They do have the heart rate monitors on them, the heart rate sensors, so that'll tell you right away if they're in their target heart rate zone or approaching their maximum heart rate. So right here, we have about 8 different machines. With the classes, we like to rotate them through, whether they're doing strength training or cardio. We like to rotate them through every 3 to 4 minutes, which keeps them busy, and we try to increase our time by 60–70% of full active time, which we always try to achieve. So this is our cardio unit and our technology unit at Sullivan West. How much time was that?